5 teenagers have died in a horror single-vehicle crash southwest of Sydney. Emergency services were called to the scene along East Parade at Buxton just after 8 p.m. on Tuesday following reports a Nissan Navara had lost control and plowed into a tree. Watch the video above. 5 teens killed in horror crash.Watch the latest news and stream for free on 7 Plus. The passengers, 3 girls, 2 aged 14 and a 15-year-old, and 2 boys, aged 15 and 16, all died at the scene. The driver, an 18-year-old man, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. He was treated by paramedics and taken to Liverpool Hospital for mandatory testing. Police do not believe alcohol was a factor in the crash. While police are yet to release the identities of the victims, it's understood they all attended Buxton High School. "I've been in the police for 38 years and it's one of the worst accident scenes I've ever come across," Superintendent Paul Fuller said. In a community as small as Buxton, where Buxton High is the only public high school in the Shire, Fuller said it's likely some emergency workers would have recognized the victims. "It's a horrific scene, and unfortunately some of the first responders would know these kids." Fuller said some families turned up to the scene on Tuesday night who had found out through social media that their children may have been involved in the incident. "We had a family liaison officer there from the crash investigation unit who worked with the families trying to identify these children," he told 2GB's Ben Fordham. Not all the identifications are formal as yet. Buxton High School released a statement regarding the crash on their Facebook page on Wednesday morning. "Our hearts go out to the family and friends of students involved in yesterday's tragic accident," the statement read. "At Buxton High we are prioritizing support for our students as they come to terms with this terrible news." A spokesperson from NSW Department of Education confirmed counselors and extra staff would be at the high school on Wednesday to provide extra support. "Our thoughts and deepest condolences are with the families and friends of the young people who lost their lives," the spokesperson said. "We will also be working with local primary schools and providing extra well-being support where needed." Loading tweet in a post on social media, Wollondilly Shire Mayor Matt Gould called the incident absolutely horrific. "Our entire shire has woken up in shock and mourning following the absolutely horrific accident at Buxton overnight," he wrote in a Facebook post. "The loss of so many young lives is just devastating, and you can't put into words the overwhelming loss many in our community are feeling. There's an awful lot of people in the Shire that are hurting today, so we need to be there to support and look out for each other. Take an extra 5 minutes just to check in with your family and your mates in the area and see if they need to talk. Wollondilly always pulls together in tragedy, and sadly we need to do it again now." The area remains a crime scene and it was examined by specialist police from the crash investigation unit overnight. A report will be prepared for the coroner. Anyone with information or dashcam vision of the crash is urged to contact police.